Hello, welcome. If you're watching this on the day it's posted, you might notice that it's Christmas. If you celebrate, I hope you are having or had a very Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate, I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Today, I wanted to make kind of like my own version of a Christmas palette. At this point, I haven't filmed that part yet, and I really don't know what that's going to mean to me. I don't want it to be too much of a literal red and green palette. I would feel tempted to go kind of like the grungy route, but I feel like since I just got the Fantasy Cosmetica Druid palette, I don't want to make like a replica of that kind of like grungy green and red. I really liked the Odin's Eye Christmas palette that came out a couple weeks ago, but I think the thing that I liked about it was more specific colors and not the color story as a whole. So if you're interested in joining me to try to figure out how to make a Christmas palette without it being too much any of those things, just keep on watching. Okay, so we're a little off frame, but I do have all of my single shadow palettes in front of me. I don't know at all what I'm going to do, as I said a moment ago, but I'm going to build it in this Tarte palette just because it happens to be empty right now. And I think I want to make it a 16 pan. Usually I prefer larger palettes, and ones that I like making like 25 shadows. But especially since I don't have a vision, I think the constraint of 16 might help. I don't know. I want to start here though, because in my Hecate palette from Divina, I combined all of my favorite single shadows from 2022 that I just posted a video on a couple days ago, and I combined that with all of the sparkly shadows that I used in the video where I did the dimensional eye look and used Merit products. I also added in here my Clionadh order, which just came yesterday after I was waiting for it for so long, and I have two shadows. So Etched is this gorgeous one here that I've been wanting so bad ever since their expansion came out over the summer, and I haven't even swatched it yet. I'm like waiting for the moment. And the other one I got is Solder, which is actually what I have on my eyes right now that I was wearing in the intro. I'll show it to you in the outro, I suppose. And also we'll swatch the palette after I have it all in. But since these two are new and exciting, they kind of give me like holiday vibes a little bit. I feel like we can work with this. And yeah, that's how I want to start. We might come back to some of these favorites also because I love them. Why wouldn't I come back to them? But let's see what else calls to me first. My mostly Wizard of Oz palette. I don't know, this is hard. I could see myself using this ColourPop green. I don't know. I'll put it in for now. You know, something that I feel like the Odin's Eye palette did well is that they had a little bit of green and red, enough that you could recognize the Christmassy color story, but they didn't like hit you over the head with it. I have a lot of good greens in here. I'm interested in Noble from Clionadh. We'll just throw that in. And what's this guy? This is one of the newer Luxie ones, I think. Howl at the Moon from Luxie. I really like that green. And what about this one also? This is Until Dawn from Luxie. These are both from the Halloween collection, but they're kind of speaking to me right now. I'm going to put in Meraki from Divina, which I love. And then this Bright Coral from Terra Moons. This is Cosmic Blaze. And how about a deeper green too? This is Willow from Luxie. This one is Siren from Sydney Grace. And Adore from Glaminatrix, which I'm kind of tempted by because it's giving me, like, it's not a burgundy, but it gives me burgundy vibes. And something about it just feels like it could work. I have larger pans on this side, and I think I'm going to stay away from them for now. I like this one. Is this Adonis? Yeah, Adonis from Luxie. Courtney from Divina. I really didn't know what I was trying to do going into this, but like, this is making total sense to me. I don't know what it is. Let me know if you see the vision too. Because I don't even feel like I'm pulling and I'm going to edit some out. I mean, I guess we'll see how many more I pull. But like, this is what I want. It looks like a basket of like new presents or something. I could almost do this one from Terra Moons. This is Tiny Dancer, but I don't think I'm feeling it enough. I do at some point want to incorporate at least like a transition shade and a darker shade just to make this a more useful palette. Cygnus from Divina. This one looks like a maybe. I'm going to put that in there for now though. And I like this one too. This one is also from Divina. It's Virago. Ooh, okay. Light as a Feather from Pretties for Your Face. I was just thinking that I don't want an inner corner shade that's going to look like stark white in here, but I feel like Light as a Feather is kind of like peachy greenish, and then Adonis works also, and those two might kind of cover it. This is exactly 16 right now, so I probably will end up pulling a couple extra and we'll edit it down. I'm gonna pull in Luna Storm from Divina also, and Messier from Divina. But I am a little bit less sold about these for the Christmas color story. I put these in this little travel palette just because I was doing my makeup on the go yesterday. I'm going to pull them in on the side. I don't need that one. This one is Dreamy from Luxie and Sugar and Spice from Luxie. Yeah, I'm kind of more focused on like a transition and perhaps a dark brown. Feathered from ColourPop. Yeah, there's some in here that are kind of calling to me also, but I just feel like there's already too many and I like how this is looking. Like this one up here, maybe I'll pull it in as a maybe. This is Cloud9 from Glaminatrix. My Glamlite Barbie dupe palette. Okay, I'm going to pull the shadows out and then try to put them back in how I want them. I don't want to speak too soon, but I thought this was going to be painstaking. I thought I wasn't going to see the vision, but I see the vision. I actually don't have a transition shade in here. I mean, I guess Meraki in a pinch I could, but it's not what I would ideally use. But this might be it. Like, I really see a clear imagery in here. I see, like, snow on the roof. I see, like, vintage holiday decorations, sparkly ornaments, new toys. Like, it's super early in the morning, so there's lights on, but it's still dark outside. I think I really like it. I was trying hard to not just do my normal palette setup, because normally I'll just make it lightest to darkest, organized by colors, and I was really trying to like mix it up a little bit here so it looks a little bit more like special balls of light. I'm thrilled. I feel like this palette like created itself. I love that it doesn't read so much like a Christmas palette, but to me it looks like exactly what I wanted it to look like without knowing what I wanted it to look like. It's very matte heavy for me, but I'm also extremely inspired by it. I love how this neon looks next to Meraki and next to Courtney, but I also really want to do a look with it with Noble and Virago. These greens are really exciting me. Perhaps this berry color with Until Dawn. I'm definitely going to be using this like a lot. I'm really excited. Let's swatch it out and see how it all looks on my arm. Pretties for Your Face, Light as a Feather. Divina Meraki, Luxie Adonis, Sydney Grace Siren, Luxie Until Dawn, Terra Moons Cosmic Blaze, Divina Courtney, Luxie Howl at the Moon, ColourPop Conjure Up, Cleona Solder, wow, Cleona Etched. Wow, I love that Etched looks deep but glowy, and Glaminatrix Adore. Cleona Noble, Divina Virago, Luxie Willow, ColourPop Feathered. So beautiful. I feel like a lot of my palette building videos end with me patting myself on the back, but I really thought this time that I was going to be like agonizing over these colors. It was going to be too Christmassy and then not Christmassy enough, and I was going to end with a result that wasn't necessarily my favorite, but fit the agenda. I can't believe how well this palette turned out and how excited I am about it, and it really feels like it built itself. As I said, I'm wearing Solder on my eyes. I just have a couple neutral mattes around and then Solder all over. It kind of gives me Hyperspace vibes, but it's more of like a rose to it than the hot pink. It also gives me Forge vibes, but without the black base. I'm really into it, and like the green in it is super visible, super shifty, and I have Fairy Fire on my inner corner. I really appreciate you watching this. Again, I hope you're having a fantastic day, weekend, season. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.